Hi everybody, this is the Football Hype, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host, the Hype, and of course I have a lot of worries. I think you all do too if you're a Giants fan. I'm going to get into about in this video about the different things that concern me and concern the Giants, I would think. But please, of course, subscribe and like this video and hit the bell for notification when the video goes up. From Sports Not. Three New York Giants' biggest concerns heading into training camp. Well, one thing I worry about is that are they going to play the games? I know it's a weird thing. We're a month away from I don't know what that means. We're a month away from the New York Giants reporting to training camp to begin their second season under 2022 NFL Coach of the Year, Brian Daboll. He's pretty good. After finishing last season 9-7-1, upsetting the Minnesota Vikings 31-24 in the wildcard round, there's optimism that the team could be even better this season. However, along with the optimism, there are a number of concerns surrounding the G-Men that could result in Big Blue taking a step back in 2023. Here are the top three concerns hovering over the New York Giants heading into training camp. Number one, will Saquon Barkley be at training camp? I don't know. Well, let's see what the article says. Much of the headlines surrounding New York this offseason have been about the contract status, dilemma, between the team and their star running back Saquon Barkley. Barkley received the franchise tag, which kind of really pissed him off, which would pay him $10.1 million this season, but he's seeking a multi-year deal instead and has yet to sign his franchise tender. Reports dating back to the 2022 bye week suggest the Giants offered him a contract that would pay up to $12 to $14 million annually. Those reports have since been refuted. Still, the 26-year-old running back is disgruntled. I have a question. If disgruntled means you're uptight about something, if you're not uptight, is that gruntled? Over the situation and the fact that information was leaked to the media, Barkley even mentioned that he wouldn't disregard the possibility of sitting out the season. That is not good that he's threatening that already. He was threatening that about a month ago, which was very disturbing. The team will report to training camp in the last week of July, but the deadline to work out a new deal with the Pro Bowl running back is July 17th. Tick, tick, tick tock, folks. Running out of time. There's plenty of time to get a deal done, but if negotiations continue to hit a snag, you have to wonder when the team will have its best player on the field. That's a big problem, folks. And that's probably the biggest worry the Giants have going into training camp. Can Jalin Hyatt make an impact as a rookie? This is the number one concern. I don't think this is that big of a deal. Having a deep threat at the receiver position has been sorely missing from the Giants for several years. The inability to convert big plays out of the passing game is one of the reasons they've been unable to defeat their biggest rivals in the division, like the Dallas Cowboys and Philadelphia Eagles. But the team believes they've solved the problem with third-round pick, 73rd overall, and Jalin Hyatt. Hyatt won the Biletnikoff Award in his final year in Tennessee after catching 67 passes for 1,200-plus yards and 15 touchdowns. His best attribute is his ability to blow past defenders at the line of scrimmage. Now, I would mention about Jalin Hyatt. I saw the game he had against Alabama. He just completely destroyed them in the game. And that was a huge win for Tennessee. They hadn't beaten Alabama in a long time. He was a big reason why they won that game. And they basically tore the place down. They tore the fans ran out on the field. They tore down the goalpost. It was just an insane scene at the end of that game. There have been reports that the rookie receiver was off to a slow start during the spring practices. But to judge a player over OTAs and minicamp practice is premature, as those sessions are mostly about working on technique and building a rapport with your quarterback. We'll be able to accurately assess Hyatt in training camp and in the preseason. Barring injuries, he's not likely to be a starter, but he will see significant playing time if he has a firm grasp of the offense. If he can be the downfield threat that Daniel Jones has been seeking for his entire career, he could be what the team needs to get over the hump in the NFC East. I've mentioned Darren Waller will be a huge asset for this team, at least in the middle. I mean, if he's healthy, He will be a key player for this offense. And he's good. He's good as a receiver, long receiver on the edges. So he's really, really good. That's a damn sure. Number 3? How will the team replace Julian Love? Let's see what this has to say. Now, meanwhile, please subscribe and like the video to the Football Hut. I'll get it right. The biggest loss New York suffered via free agency this offseason was losing defensive back Julian Love to the Seattle Seahawks. Love was the Swiss Army knife and defensive coordinator Wink Martindale's scheme, as he led the team in tackles and was tied for the team lead and interceptions with 2. His loss leaves a big void, and as of right now, it's unclear who will start in his place. For most of the OTAs and minicamp, Bobby McCain and converted safety Nick McLeod took reps as strong safety with the first-team defense. However, the practice sessions in training camp are vastly more intense than spring practices. Duh. It will be interesting to see how McCain and McLeod fare starting next month, and if another player will emerge this summer to fill the vacancies left by Love. It's imperative whoever becomes the starter that they play up to the level that Love did if the team is going to have back-to-back winning seasons for the first time since 2011 and 2012. The biggest, really, in my view, the biggest issue going into camp is Barkley. You want to get him in camp. He is really dug in, and the Giants have dug in too. It's tough to figure out what the Giants want to do with him in terms of, what kind of money, what kind of years. I mean, there's not a big call for these running backs. I mean, the running backs don't last a long time. They're not going to get big money. I don't know where the Giants are going with this, to be honest with you. But we'll follow it here at the Football Hut along the way, and I thank you for watching this video. And, of course, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.